Today's video is all about what it's like to live in Wheaton, Illinois from a true townie. Welcome to my channel. I'm Jackie Angiello, second-generation Wheaton Realtor and resident living in my childhood neighborhood, and I'm raising my 3 kiddos here, attending all the same schools that I did. Last year, I was the #2 solo agent in our Keller Williams Premier Properties brokerage, and big things are happening this year. I've hired a director of operations, and I'm bringing on some new agents to the Jackie Angiello group. So stay tuned. If you're thinking of relocating to the Western Chicago suburbs, either from out of state or downtown Chicago, Wheaton, Illinois should definitely be on your radar. I'm going to discuss the 5 main characteristics that you should know before moving to this area. Number 1, what does it look like? Number 2, location and proximity to Chicago and other notable things. Number 3, community offerings. Number 4, the personality of the town, and 5, what families care about. Before we jump in, here are the quick facts about living in Wheaton, Illinois. It's located 26 miles due west of downtown Chicago. There are nearly 54,000 residents. Wheaton, Illinois serves as the county seat of DuPage County. Wheaton has 2 train stops to downtown Chicago. There is a distinct difference between north and the south side of town. There are 20 public schools in District 200 serving over 11,000 students. So let's dive right in. Number 1, what does it look like? Shocker, it is flat here. We have beautiful old growth trees, pretty cohesive sidewalk system throughout, connecting the many sprawling subdivisions across town. We have over 800 acres of parks, playgrounds, and preserves. The north side of town contains the downtown area with historic buildings and architecture. Wheaton was established in 1859, but the south side of town feels newer, as it was farmland, much of which wasn't established until the 1960s through the 1990s. In general, I think Wheaton looks like the picturesque, charming city that blends both new and old elements. Number 2, how would I describe Wheaton's location? Well, I mentioned it above, but it's 26 miles due west from downtown Chicago. It is next to other big-name towns such as Naperville and Glen Ellen, and the train can take anywhere from about 45 minutes to 1 hour to get into downtown Chicago. And driving takes about the same time, but is very traffic dependent. We are close to major roadways such as I-88 and 355. Wheaton is located on the Union Pacific West train line and has a stop in downtown Wheaton and at College Avenue Station. Number 3, community offerings. This is something that Wheaton does well. There are so many events to partake in, from the Downtown Wheaton Association and the Wheaton Park District, and more. From the Hot Chocolate Walk, ice sculpture contest, wine walk, chili cook-off, live music, movies under the stars, and the French market on Saturdays, it's really just a fun place to live. And events aren't all that Wheaton offers to residents. We have some really unique and unexpected offerings too, with Cosley Farm Zoo, Arrowhead Golf Club, Rice Pool, and Northside Pool, all of those parks and playgrounds I mentioned above in number 1, and a nationally rated top public library. And number 4, what is the personality of the town, you ask? People often get this part wrong and assume it's too conservative and boring because it got a bad rep from 40 plus years ago when it was a dry town. Wheaton has evolved over time from a more conservative city known for its places of worship and the renowned Wheaton College to a more transitional city that still embraces its vibrant church communities of all kinds, and a more progressive movement has grown over the years as the millennials and Gen X residents are raising their families here. There is something for everyone here, but I would best describe the residents as community-oriented, friendly, neighborly, caring, and active. People are into fitness here and supporting the youth sports in the area. People take pride of ownership in their homes, and there are many continuous subdivisions with perfectly manicured lawns. It's the kind of community where kids grow up and come back because they realize how lucky they were to grow up here, like me. People in Wheaton are modest, and you will find the residents more approachable than other Western Chicago suburbs. And number 5, here is what families care about. The schools are fantastic with wonderful teachers, tight-knit communities, and increasingly more diversity than years past. Beyond our top-rated public schools, there are also several private school options within a reasonable distance that families love. Between the schools, parks and playgrounds, access to beautiful forest preserves like Herrick Lake, Blackwell Forest Preserve, the Donata Horse Farm, and the Morton Arboretum, there's no shortage of opportunity to get outside and enjoy nature. The Wheaton Park District has endless opportunities for kids and adults to sign up for classes, camps, and activities for all interests, from the arts to sports and hobbies. Wheaton offers both casual and finer dining options for family nights out or a special date night. I hope this information is helpful if you are considering a move to the Wheaton area. I would love to be your guide, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you have. My information is below. Click the subscribe button for notifications on all of my future videos, and as always, I'm here to help.